Welcome to Access a Trader, the #1 community for those who are committed to taking control of their trading in order to achieve success, profitability, and longevity. Thank you for joining us. Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessATrader.com nightly update show. Hope everybody is doing well. Usually I don't do a Thursday's video, but because of the Christmas holiday and the shortened days and everybody taking off, it's like I feel like I haven't recorded anything at all this week. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Again, happy Merry Christmas, right? Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hopefully everybody had an incredible holiday, that you didn't put yourself into a food coma, and hopefully your 2024 is, great, right? Hopefully great. Hopefully you had a great year with relationships, your businesses, with your kids, with your spouses, with your dogs, and hopefully everything can continue to stay blessed. One thing, guys, all I ask is be so kind, click a like on the video, help the channel grow. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. First and foremost, I want to thank all you guys who came aboard during Black Friday. I think I'm pretty confident. I'm safe to say I opened up your eyes to a completely different world of pivots. I know some of you guys have been watching and following along, and for all these years and years. For the next 5 days, guys, Kenyon is going to reactivate the link just literally for the last 4 or 5 days of the year. If you are planning to come aboard the webinar in January, use the next 4 days or so to come on board. And who knows, again, if you guys don't know, one lucky person that is come aboard in the month of December is going to be the lucky participant, the lucky person who gets a free year in the webinar. So who knows? Maybe it's you, right? So if you are interested in pivots and you're planning coming aboard in January, again, you have 4 or 5 days to take advantage of the big discount. And hopefully I can open up your eyes to the wonderful world of pivots as well. So here we are, right? We're down the line. We got 2 trading days left. I'm going to share my thoughts in the next several days about potential 2025. I'm not going to give any outlandish predictions, Bitcoin to $1 million and Tesla to 2,000 and AMC to $4.20. I'm not going to make anything ridiculous. A lot of you guys caught that. Some of you guys didn't, over your heads, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm that sarcastic guy. But anyway, right, I will share some thoughts. Again, Q's up nearly 70% in 2 years. Is that sustainable? Is that sustainable? I don't know, right? I don't know. I'm not in the guessing business. I'm not in the predicting business. But we'll get into that a little bit later towards the end of the week and maybe going into next week. But, you got to love the price action of the market. You're not going to see any waves being going into, any big ruffles in the last couple of days of the year. I promise you're not going to make your year in the next couple of days. I would say, just based on what I saw today in volume, I would say the market's probably operating at 25% market participants. You can see it in the options market. You can see it in the equities markets. The volume way down the road. I mean, there's definitely some groups that are still going absolutely nuts. Anything to do with AI, robotics, quantum stocks. I mean, they're all going crazy. You guys know the names by now. IONQ went nuts. LUNR went nuts. Two of the pivots today in the webinar. RKLB about to confirm highs. I mean, look at POET. This is the same group, and people are doing very well with these names. Poet, right? Poet and all these crazy names, right? All these crazy names. The NASDAQ 100 is doing fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, when we talked about reclaiming back the 10-day moving average, we're now building above the 10-day moving average. Tesla is still doing very, very well. The last video I did was 3 days ago about a potential reversal on Tesla. All it needed to do was put in, was take out a previous day's channel. It did that. Had a $30 move a couple of days ago, gapped up today about $7 as well before a little bit of a sell-off. Even NVIDIA, right? Even NVIDIA reclaimed back the 50-day moving average, and now is just kind of building above it 2 days in a row, building above the 50-day moving average. I want to see the semis kind of wake up, because right now, if you look at the semiconductor group, it's basically a Voggle, right? Broadcom, and everything else is kind of playing catch up. I really thought at some point, even the broken clock theory, a broken clock is right twice a day is gonna wake up AMD. It did not, right? ARM, that reclaimed back the 50-day moving average about 2 weeks ago, died on a vine really, really quick. NVIDIA, again, this is my hope, right? This is my hope. NVIDIA, right? The darling, my second favorite stock to trade. Maybe finally goes, right? Maybe finally goes. Again, there's no guarantees, there's no predictions, but the longer it continues to build over the 50-day moving average, maybe this thing finally wakes up. But everything else is just resting, right? Everything else is just kind of not here nor there. It's just kind of going through the motions. Meta and Microsoft, just kind of just sitting there, not up, not down. Amazon had a pretty strong move the last several days, kind of consolidating as well. See, I don't believe, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, and Tesla tomorrow wakes up and puts up a $30 candle above yesterday's range. I'll be back into the trade. But again, it's very, very tough to get excited about the last couple of days of the year, knowing how many people are off. I try to use this time of year being very, very selective. Again, I only trade basically 10 stocks 95% of the time. So it's kind of very easy for me to be selective. So I'm waiting for the NVIDIAs. I'm waiting for the Teslas to kind of go into my spot. But that's kind of the one thing that brand new traders, you hear it all the time, stay patient, stay patient. And most traders, especially brand new traders, they don't know what they're actually patient for, right? One of the biggest cheat codes out there, and unfortunately I figured this out, only to like year 12 of my career is, dude, you don't got to trade every day, right? You don't got to trade every day. You don't got to trade every single stock. You don't need to trade every single interval. It's very simplistic when you break down trading, right? Whatever your process is, but my process is pivots, right? This is why you guys are in the webinar. This is why you guys follow me on social media. So, you got to kind of know my process is pivots, right? Stocks take out supply, buyers clean up sellers, stock goes higher. Sellers clean up buyers on demand, stocks go low. That's it. That's very, very simplistic. But the hardest part is to wait for confirmation. And a lot of people, use the word confirmation, and they really don't know what exactly they're waiting for. That's why so many people are buying and selling at random prices, right? There's only one pivot, and there's only a handful of continuations between the stock going from the first floor to the 12th floor. And everything else is just a lot of noise. So unfortunately, new traders, they're never going to be in a position that they're waiting to actually take advantage of a confirmation cycle, because unfortunately, social media is telling them that every single stock is moving. Absolutely. Every single stock is moving, but 99.9% of the stocks will never be tradable throughout the day. That's why the idea of there's always something available is a little bit of a stretch, right? Because again, if you're a trader, for example, if you're a mega cap trader, like what do I care that RKLB is breaking out? Maybe it's your thing, right? Maybe it's your thing. But the point is, even a name like RKLB versus compared to like a Tesla or an Amazon or NVIDIA, every cycle, right? Every one of these names have a price discovery. And if you're trading them at random levels, you're going to get random results. So whatever way you decide to trade, ultimately decide to trade in your investment or trading career, just get right? Understand why stocks take off at specific levels. Use this holiday break to kind of back test, right? Even if you have no idea what the hell you're looking for, right? You have no idea, right? Eventually, you're going to go through 500, 1,000 charts, and you're going to find a common denominator why a stock takes off, why a stock gets rejected, and why a stock dies on the vine. It's very, very simplistic, but a lot of traders, they try to overanalyze everything and try to pretend that their ability to guess right is the reason that the stock is going higher or lower, and it doesn't work that way. So be a better friend to yourself. If you want to be a professional trader on any type of level, right? Part-time, no time, full-time, use this New Year's weekend, this New Year's break to kind of just lock yourself in your office, go through 1,000 charts and say, well, wait a minute. Why did the stock take off here? Well, let me see if I could find another stock that took off at exactly the same area. Let me find another stock that held and died on a vine in the same area. That's how I found pivots. That's how exactly I discovered the first inning of pivots. I tried to find the common denominator, and then I started putting in all these lines, right? All these lines that are unnecessary and, just a lot of waste of time that I constantly hear comments about. So, do yourself a favor. Even if you're a part-time trader, you got to put in full-time effort. This weekend, next weekend, just put in the work, guys. I promise, the more work you put in developing your craft, the higher probability your extended shelf life will get longer and longer and longer. If you're waking up at 9:25 and you're looking at social media, with the hot stock trader of the day is doing, you're living on borrowed time. Again, do this right or don't do this at all. And hopefully 2025 will be pretty cool. Other than that, nothing really to report from the materialistic point of view. Technically, again, bulls are building on the NASDAQ 100 above the 10-day moving average. That's super bullish. You look at the SPYs. SPYs did a pretty good job engulfing that really aggressive reversal we had a week ago. All they need to do is start reclaiming back the 602 level on a close. I think we could get a move back to the 607 level. The IWM that does represent a lot of the speculation money is just dead on a vine, man. That reversal that we had last week lost the 50-day moving average, and it's like a drowning victim trying to get his head back above water just to get back to the 50-day moving average. This is a group that you really have to monitor, because if the speculation money comes out of the market, it's not really a good sign. Bitcoin, again, straddling around the $95,000, $100,000 area, nothing really to write home about. But the most important part is watch, what the leaders do, right? As soon as the leaders start, getting gassed out, then something is wrong. But for now, they're okay, right? For now, they're okay. Again, next couple of days, I'm just going to chill. I really am. Unless I see NVIDIA hit a perfect area where I need to be long again, or Tesla kind of waking up. Who knows? Everybody's saying 500. Does it have to get to 500? No, nothing has to happen. The same way, people are saying that, Bitcoin has to go to 1 million. Does it have to go to 1 million? Yeah, no, you want it to go 1 million, but it doesn't have to go to 1 million. So use this time efficiently, right? Use this time of break efficiently, decompress, enjoy your time with your family. Learn your craft, right? Learn your craft, whether you are in your first innings of pivots. We have so much data that you can dive into over the weekend with 10 hours of PS60 workshops and all that stuff in between. But more important, again, be a better version of yourself. So next year you could look back at your 2025 developing year as that aha moment. And eventually you do this long enough, everybody has their aha moment. So let's talk about the day, right? Let's talk about the day. We came in long Tesla. Tesla was great. Had a big gap here. By the way, I'm up since 4 o'clock in the morning. So if I seem very not enthusiastic, I'm up at 4 o'clock. This is like the middle of the night for me right now. So big move on Tesla, and then it came back. I came in with a pair trade. For all you guys who don't know what that is, along the underlying security that we're taking a momentum overnight. Short Qs against it. Hit on both sides. Qs, one down like $2.5 at pre-market, and Tesla gapped up about 7, pretty good here. And then things just started. You had your jobless claims come out. Really nothing doing here. Here was a sneaky pivot here. 264 and a half. 265 should wake the stock back up. Gave another $4 pivot here. Amazon never got above 29.14. AMD never got above 27.15. Lunar went crazy. Congratulations for all you guys. Again, this is not my thing, right? The Lunar, again, 7.14. That's the whole point. Stop with these bullshit alerts, right? Understand why stocks take off, right? I wasn't in Lunar. This thing went absolutely out of its mind. 17.14, 5-star play, or at least 5-star tier. It's not what you guys think. Lunar went nuts. 17.14 needs to build. Here was Lunar, right? Here's Lunar, took out 17.14, went almost to 19.5. Huge move. Huge move on Lunar. Then you had IONQ 45.50 rejected twice. Needs to build. Here was IONQ. Right, here was IONQ for the third time, IONQ, there you go. So 45.50 was back-to-back days. It got rejected. It reclaimed it and traded it all the way up to 48.50s. Again, some of these stocks are just going nuts in that group. Blah, 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 blah. Reddit gave up a good dollar and change move before it kind of died. Again, there's really no life, folks. I mean, there's really no life here. CART never reclaimed the 50-day moving average. And NVIDIA, we had a great pivot on NVIDIA. Came in long a couple of days ago. My highest sale was like 41.30s. Came in again today, and I got stopped out at the bottom of the range. Am I happy about it? Not really. I'm kind of indifferent about it. Just there's all the juice kind of die out of it. I'm still watching for a re-entry on this thing. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. SMCI never got there. So that's it. I think tomorrow is going to be a quiet day. I really do. I think tomorrow is going to be quiet. If we get something that wakes up, I will be pleasantly surprised. But again, there's only 2 days left in the year. I promise you're not going to make a year in the next couple of days, especially with nobody trading. But I also promise you, if you do something stupid, you might give back a gold chunk of it. So that's it, guys. That's my spiel, and I'm sticking to it. Again, for all you guys who are interested, click the link below. You have 4 or 5 days to take advantage of the discount. If you're interested in pivots and you're following me for a long time, just take it. 30 days, man. 30 days. I give you my word. You will be looking at the market completely different after your 30 days. It might not be for you, right? Like I've been saying for years, pivots might not be for you. They're not for everybody, but you will definitely leave after 30 days with a different view of the tape. Guys, God bless everybody. Hope everybody's doing great, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.